Thank you for staying with us. For our next interview, we're continuing the conversation about film and folklore. And we have two filmmakers on the line via Zoom. We have Keegan and we also have Shane, who are going to tell us about their films, their involvement in the film festival, and just the importance of seeing ourselves on the screen. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Morning. Thank you for having us.
Okay,
Morning.
great. So we're going to get into it. Keegan, tell us a bit about yourself, about your journey as a filmmaker.
So my journey as a filmmaker, I could say really started more about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
But I think the love of film and seeing images from the mind onto like a screen has been more or less lifelong. But I would say something in the past 10 years, I would have worked with Dr. Christopher Laird, which is one of the foremost filmmakers of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
And he would have started the Gael channel. And one of the things he told me when he started the channel is how excited people of that time in Trinidad were to see themselves on screen. And that always stayed as a takeaway for me, the effect of, you know, a community or a family member or a person who's never seen themselves on screen represented for the first time, how impactful that is. So I take it one step further to tell some of our stories, some of our folklore, some of our stories that you hear around the campfire, so to speak, actually represented on a screen in a filmic way or cinematic way. I think that's a very powerful expression in itself.
Yeah. How did you feel the first time when you saw your story on screen? You know, something that you would have created.
There is, I mean, I'm also a songwriter, so I could say that hearing one of your songs sung by a big artist on the radio, on the stage is a big feeling. But seeing your film on screen, there's a whole next feeling. Like, I experienced it for the first time, the second time, but it was a film.
Okay.
The first time last year at a film festival, trying to do a film festival as well. And it was an amazing feeling to see and to kind of feel that sense of everything that you and your cast and your team would have put into a film, and then to see it in an organized fashion. And more than that, the appreciation of the crowd, that is very, very fulfilling. So that is really and truly how, you know, what keeps us going, to see people respond and react to what we create.
Yes. Shane, I want to bring you in the conversation. Tell us a bit about your journey as well.
Hi, morning. My film journey actually started from entering UWI's film program.
Okay.
And where I created a number of shorts and documentaries. And I found that the need for filmmakers, right, as Keegan said, to see ourselves on screen and so forth was sort of important for me as well, to project that on screen for all of us to see. And the thing about it, that's how, as I learned more about the history of film and the issues that society as a whole could develop from a post-colonial society and so forth, it opened my eyes to start showing like our problems, not only that, but as well as our culture, all around, and all around the world and so forth. And the first time when my film showed that, just like Keegan, at the TNT Film Festival, it was amazing, you know, to see it work on screen and to see how people would react to it and so forth. It was a great experience.
So you both have films in the Film and Folklore Festival happening this weekend. Tell us each about the film that would be shown, you know, the storyline of it, and then the opportunity now to be a part of the Film and Folklore Festival. Keegan, you could go first. Keegan? Yeah, so Shane, I think we may have lost Keegan, but tell us about the. Yeah, I think you're muted, Keegan.
Okay, you want Shane to go ahead and I'll come back in?
Sure, no problem. Yeah.
All right. Hi. Okay, good. It's a pilot episode
Okay.
for a animated adult sitcom, something that's never been done before in Trinidad and Tobago. It's called PB and the Buck.
Okay.
Features Papa Boa and Winston the Buck, and it's basically about two best friends trying to run a rum shop in Trinidad and Tobago while facing the evils of modern day life, like how to pay rent. And it's a journey of seeing PB try to reignite his marriage with Mama Glow, and spice back up his relationship and so forth. But it's catered towards adults,
Okay.
mostly millennials,
And up.
maybe straight up the boomers and so forth. And yeah, I'm hoping people like it. Yeah,
So it's family, it's drama, it's community, all of these topics and situations in one.
in one, correct.
Nice. And Keegan?
Right. Can you hear me now?
Yes, they hear you.
Okay. So I would have done two pieces
Okay.
for the festival. So the film festival has a short film competition called Papayo. And they asked for a minute-long submission that basically tells a story that involves the use of the word Papayo.
Okay.
So our story is called Papayo, but the extended name is the uninvited guest in the guest bedroom. And when you see it, you'll understand why we call it that. So I want to leave a little mystery to that, but I would say it's an exciting folkloric telling of what some people go through to achieve success in the Caribbean. That is already saying too much. The second film is called 3 Points. It's leans less on the folkloric side, but it's still a telling of our Caribbean culture and diaspora, and is a journey of a young man who's enticed by a gang to perform a particular deed. And upon going to perform this deed, he finds himself in a bit of trouble. So that trouble spot is what we've seen people enjoy. So that film called 3 Points is really an action martial art with a little bit of folklore in it. So it's really an exciting film, and we hope that people continue to enjoy it. So come out to the festival and check out Shane's film, check out my film, check out everyone else's film, because seeing our stories come alive, I think it's going to continue. It's going to cause other filmmakers to come out and even to create a sense of pride for everyone in terms of what we can do with our own stories.
Yes. How easy or difficult has it been over the years to tell these stories? Because it's not just writing it. It's, putting visuals to it. It's whether it's animation or persons, acting out these stories. How easy has it been, or how difficult it's been to navigate this space?
The space of, I think the degree of difficulty comes in when you talk about resources, right? And in your mind, you have a way you want to see things represented. So if we talk in folklore, for me, I want to create, let's just say the folklore characters. Shane mentioned Papa Boy. I'm interested to see how he would have represented that. But I would like to start using more of the technology available, the green screens, the effects and the visual effects, to start bringing some of these creatures and ideas to life.
Right.
So the challenge is really to get the resources together and even the people to pull off something of a great magnitude. I hope that after seeing the response of the festivals, that corporate could get more involved in the simple thing as storytelling, and really support filmmakers to get some of the amazing cast. Because for me personally, cast is not much of a big problem. I kind of know a lot of talented people, and that's the good thing about it. There are a lot of talented people and actors, actresses who are ready to jump out and do something on a film. So the resources to support that would be very good.
Yeah. What is a challenge that you would identify with Shane as well?
Well, the thing about it is that as technology progresses, it becomes a bit more accessible. But as rightly Keegan says, resources still is a major factor. But the thing about it is that, like for instance, me trying to do animated sitcom, software, computers, and all these things, you know, we need like a big studio per se to do this kind of stuff, as we see like on YouTube and how people are doing all these wonderful stuff. So it really is just this time, the individual's time, but also resources, because you need to get cast and so forth as well.
Yes.
And another major factor is actually trying to get interest. All cultures are different, and especially in Trinidad and Tobago, there is a percentage of people that do want to see local culture, but there's also a major percentage of people in Trinidad that don't really watch local content. So it's important as well to try to engage people to come in and give local filmmakers some of their time and see how our stories could impact all of us. And that's a great thing about Film and Folklore Festival. You know, it's a gateway to help people, see our stories and so forth, per se.
Yes, definitely. Before we wrap, what advice would each of you give to persons who are interested in film locally? They want to create. They may not have the resources, all the resources, or know exactly where they want to create or what they want to create, but they have an interest to. What would be the advice that you'll give to them?
I would say create something of worth. And what that means, it doesn't mean a feature film. It doesn't even mean a film. It could be when you are taking your ideas to the next level. For you personally, you want to see that your idea, you want to practice getting things from your head into the reality space. So you have to create something.
Right.
So after you build that momentum and people start paying attention to your work, you even start taking yourself seriously. And there'll be a lot of opportunities and words to make you feel like it doesn't make sense. But you have to build that muscle of momentum and create that first project, be it a music video, be it a documentary, a short film, or just a shot of something that you always feel that you feel might be impactful. Create it. Follow through. Get that first process out of getting it out of your head into the reality space. That's my advice. Get it out there. After that, who to talk to, meeting with the film festival, people such as Leslie and but the first thing to even have that conversation is to create.
Yeah. Shane, what advice would you give to the public, about the being invested and, the importance of seeing ourselves on the screen and supporting local film?
Yeah, definitely. For us to ever progress as a society and so forth, I'm not saying that it's the end all be all, but it's important because it helps encourage dialogue within our communities and so forth. Show our issues and so forth on screen, and it's also a great form of entertainment as well too.
Nice. Thank you both. All the best with the film festival this weekend, the Film and Folklore Festival. I'm excited to see your films, and I hope that people do come out to take part in it and enjoy.
Thank you very much for having us.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
We take a short break. When we come back, we still have lots more in store for you this morning. Stay with us.